Welcome, fans of the pedal, fans of Ibanez, fans of delays. I love delays. They're my favorite effect, really. They are, because they make everything so much more notes. My name is Henning Pauli. This is the channel that you ended up on, HP Henning Pauli 42. Ibanez released new things, new guitars. There's the Alpha, there's a baritone, there's more RGs who would have known, there's Cyphoses for, fun stuff. But also, Ibanez, we always forget this, they make pedals. They make this little green thing, which is called a 2-beat something. And they have a history in pedals. There's a little dog playing guitar over there. There's a squeaky Henry's guitar, and the little doggy is squeaking on it. Here, even the animals play guitar. So here is the layer delayer. Now, I don't have an unboxing for that because look at all the flashy stuff. If you are prone to epileptic seizures, maybe don't watch this video. I don't have an unboxing for this because I picked this up at Ibanez headquarters, well, at the distributor's headquarters in Gutenstetten here by myself. So no unboxing. And before I tell you what it is, how about we go into some product shots and some sounds. Now, obviously, as my lovely wife just pointed out, that you weren't here for that. She just did that. This is very 80s-y. We have like an 80s arcade game theme on it. I mean, look at the colors, look at the font. It's very 80s-y. Well, because these beautiful, clean, multi-tap delays, which is what the layer delayer does. I love layer delayer. It's so stupid. I love it. It's very 80s-y. You can do many things with it. Of course, the track I did is very 80s-y. It is essentially a multi-tap delay. Now, when I first saw this and I saw the filter, and I was like, oh my God, is this the pedal I've been dreaming of? No, it's not. Could have been more, which is the only thing I can fault the layer delay at. Price-wise, it's between $200 and $300. I think $250 or something like this. Totally fair. It is obviously a bigger delay for the people that really want delay. It has a lot to offer. It sounds phenomenal. It can do many things. It can't do what I wanted to do, which is filter stepping. But we get to that later. I think it's a missed opportunity by Ibanez to add that as well. But what it does well. I just want it to be something that it's not. Again, we get to that later. So, when you hit start, it is actually, well, it should not run before you, no, it does. Okay, so you hit start and that's on off, right? Bank preset. Now it's counting up. Now it counted through the banks, holding it down, controlling the banks from here, or controlling the presets from here, because you can click on it and it goes up a preset, but how do you go back? Well, you don't. So you can, of course, here with these two, go up and down. I recommend using a MIDI pedal, because of course, well, in the back we can see it has MIDI. Right there, 2 of the big MIDI plugs. It also, while we're here, stereo input, send and return, stereo output. You can actually put things, I think, in the delay line and then only delay the delay line, but I haven't tried that. Then there's USB-C and power. Now, you have an editor where everything here shows up on a screen. You can do everything in the editor and then do presets. Do you need an editor for this? No, everything can be done right here. Maybe you want to edit it on a desktop. Yes, you can, but everything can be done from the front panel. but actually preset management in the editor is a little bit simpler. So it's nice that they did that. And there's also an updater for firmware shit. So they thought of that. What it is you're setting, well, this is mix. And I mean, that's as freaking 80s as it gets. Also, what I want to say, the whole look is very art. ART? Remember the rack stuff from ART? They always had black with the very pink writing on it. It's very ART. Maybe it has something to do with that, and I just don't know. So we have mix. Then we've got the filter with a cutoff and a resonance, and you click that, and then it's on, right? And that affects the delay line. Now, what I would have wanted was each of these, which is going through the delays, would have been a cutoff setting. So you would have had, so you could have done a cutoff and resonance setting for each of the taps. That would have been super cool. I would have loved that. Or even putting an LFO on the filter, so as your delays go bing, 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 they go bing, wing, wing, wing. You know, they wow, you know, that kind of stuff. But no, it doesn't do that. Time is your time in milliseconds, or you click it. No, now it's time in milliseconds, and you click it, and now it's BPM. That's how we want it. Absolutely great. Feedback does feedback. Okay, how much is being taken from the delayed signal back into the input. And tone, according to them, this is more tapish, this is more analog, and this is more digital. There's a dog. It's not the dog that played guitar. That was a tinier dog that's on loan here. Sometimes we have loaner dogs. So this is kind of like, I mean, it's a tone knob, but they're saying this is more analog and this is more tapey. I don't know. Line or instrument, given its stereo-ness, this is great for synthesizers as well. And then you're feeding it line level. Yes. Can I help you? I think the dog thinks it's dinner time. It's not dinner time yet. It's delay time. We're doing delay first. Then you've got a pan setting or pan speed for how much it pans left and right. And then this is a tail decay, which is when you're turning it off, I think. Pan settings, how did we get to that? I think it was both holding him in, and now you're turning this. No, wait, you're holding him in, and then you click. So trails left, right, right, left, and then ping pong. So wide and narrow, W and N. Those were the settings, if I remember that correctly. In the end, ping pong is kind of the cool one. Not applicable means we're not doing stereo. Okay, holding them in and then picking. So at this speed, click, 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 click. There you go, 50 beats per minute. I don't think so. 134. This would be quarter notes at that level, right? This would be the second 16th, the third 16th, a little bit quieter, the fourth 16th. You get the idea? It's showing you where it is. So these are one E and D. One E and D, not Andy the guitar geek, that's a different Andy. One E and D, right? And if you wanted triplets, you could have the first one again. Dogs. And then you have the second triplet. 1 and D, 2 and D, 3 and D. 1 and D is more than enough. 1 and D. Okay, so these are triplets. And if you wanted to, you could be crazy and have the second 16th along with the third triplet. That's a rhythm nobody needs, but it's there. So that's how that works. That's how your multi-tap works. And really all you can do down there is levels for the different taps. We could have had pan for the different taps. You know, we could have had that. We could have had many, many things. But no. But the cool thing is, even if all you do is this, and then different settings, it's a killer delay. The bottom line, turn the video off right now, is the layer delayer is a killer delayer, no matter what. Yeah, I wish it was something different. It's not. It can do all these things, but even if you use it at its very basic, Ibanez created a killer delay. How do I know that? Here's an 80s track where, Eddie used delay on his rhythm guitars as well. Here's what I did. I went into the Friedman Arredondo, good amp, into an aux, out of the aux, into the layer delayer, so it's past, beyond, post, cab. And for every track I played in that song, I had the delay on. And that's the sound you can get. This is honestly all that it is. Into a grade tube amp, into a cab sim, loadbox / cab sim into this, and there's no more processing on it other than that. Here you go. Oh, there's a cat. There's a zoo here. Okay, we move on. This is a gem. No, it's not. Why do I always say that? I'm old. For me, this is always a gem. No, it's a Pia. No, it's a gem. Is there still foil on it? Nope. It's a Pia, and I wrecked it by taking this off and putting ratio locking tuners on it from Graphtech. And I thought everyone would hate it. Apparently not. And it's cool. I mean, they're better tuners now than Ibanez put on there. And they look funky. And you can actually tune it here instead of the stupid shit over here. It was a great guitar to begin with. Now it's still a great guitar. What are we hearing? I'm going into, should be released by now, the Dumblifier by DSM Humboldt. It's over here. So that's an analog all-in-one Dumble with a stereo effects loop, yes. I got a little bit of room sound on there, but this is the clean channel of the Dumblifier by DSM Humboldt. A pretty damn impressive pedal, all analog, and honestly sounds like a freaking Dumble to me. And in the effects loop, I have the layer delayer, and that Dumblifier is going XLR into the X4. If I wanted to, I can switch here. The dog needs help. For some reason, I also have this Ibanez here, but haven't figured out how to get sound out of it. So, I don't know why that's here. We went through the thing. Let's go to A1, which is also a steak sauce. And we turn it on. Let's do some leads. That pedal, I mean, that Dumblifier sounds better than quite a few modelers that I know. And it's fully analog. Pretty impressive. So it's got a kill dry on all the way up. So obviously, feedback up for that. Digital, and we want more of these. There's still frickin' paper, frickin' foil under the knob, and every time I turn the knob up, I hear scratchy, scratchy, scratchy. Ibanez, it's a guitar for over $3,000 and you can't frickin' manage to take the foil off before you send it to the client who didn't pay for the guitar. What? Nothing. Gift horses in mouth and something. So the tone knob does its job. As you can see, immediate fun can be had. With no feedback, we have dum dum dum. Oh, it's doing the next one as well. How do you get the dotted eighth kind of trick? Well, a dotted eighth is 1.5 eighth. So pretty much the 4th 16th. So that would be an eighth. That's the dot. And that's where the next note would come, right? 1, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and so if you now play eighth notes, now we can so now we have quarter notes. It's super easy to get the dotted eighth thing, especially if we crank up a little bit of the feedback. That sounded very thin, Ibanez. What were you thinking there? So, super easy to get the dotted eighth, right? Of course, you could get a little bit of this in there. So that's the second one here. But what if we go and we ramp it up? Analog now. Super nice, really, really nice. We could go getting that stereofied. And ping pong. And the speed of that is here. So now we've got triplets. Da, 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 da. jazz, and other things. So what if we have what I said, the last triplet and the second 16th? How weird is that? They don't really have that much to do with each other, but it's kind of cool. Of course, we still have the tap on. Let's turn that off. Let's go to this settings. So let's go to the tape setting. So no, it's not analog or tape, but it's in the vicinity. Time, obviously, we tap. You can set that up with a knob. But interesting, of course, is the filter, for which I go to the more digital side to then take off more. So resonance. Oh no, that's cut off and that's resonance. I did that wrong the whole time. Of course, you can control cutoff with an expression pedal if you're using MIDI, because everything is MIDI-fiable. But boy, would I have loved to have that on the grid. Because now it's just static. It's super cool to have it, but man, I want that to move. Super fun can be had here. Homages, you know, there's preset too. mean, it's just gone if you wanted to. Noise. And you can save your presets on your computer. That's pretty cool. I don't know music. That's it. Come on. Presets, all that. It's a brilliant delay. It can't even be bigger than that. My gripe is we've got this amazing interface here with the lights and the flashiness and individual knobs, and all it does is levels. This could have been 3 layers, literally a layer to layer, where you push the cutoff, they turn orange, and all of a sudden these are cutoff levels, high cutoff, low cutoff, and so on. It could have been feedback levels for each of the taps. So your quarter note disappears first while your 16th note stays longer. There was a lot of potential to use this interface for more than just volume. That's my only gripe. This could have been even better than it already is. It's really awesome. I love the sounds. There's really nothing to criticize other than it could have been even more awesome than it already is, which is pretty damn awesome. Now imagine how awesome that would have been. A blue layer for feedback and an orange or purple layer for cutoff frequency, and actually a red layer for pan. And then you have control over each of the taps. That would have been some crazy shiats, and I'm pretty sure that this would have been completely possible because all this stuff is MIDI-fiable. So all that it would have done is, with these knobs, you would have put in MIDI values for the other knobs. Technically. Yeah, not quite that easily because it's for the delay taps. But still, this is fully doable, Ibanez. So, come on, surprise me, you crazy Japanese people with all the brains to do shit like this. This is great, crazy. This is good. This is 80s, but it's so much more. There's nothing to criticize other than all the stuff I'm criticizing that it could be. So, you Hoshino people, get together. Give me a version 2 next year that can do that stuff. And it might be the best delay on the market, I think. I mean, they all have something. This has something very special. It could just be even more specialer. That's it. I'll put links below. Thanks for watching. This was Ibanez News for 2026. There's more stuff coming, I guess, but this is what I had to report. And, use the links. That really helps me. And watch some animals at the end.